This is the story of the lady or the tiger.
There once was a king in a far country. He was popular among his people and very clever. But there were many wrongdoers in his country, so he started to think about what he could do to stop them. One day he had an idea.
I am going to build a stadium. It must be big and beautiful.
What are you building a stadium for?
Will we be able to dance and sing?
Can we watch games there?
No, my dear people, you will find out soon.
The day of the opening came. Everyone went to the stadium. This place is huge. I wonder what it is for.
I'm sure it will be something amazing. The king will never let us down. When the king arrived, he took his place and spoke.
My dear people, thank you for coming.
Then he proceeded to tell them what the stadium was for.
We have built this stadium for wrongdoer. If one of you does something wrong, you will stand in front of two blue doors. If you choose the wrong door, you will be attacked by a tiger. But if you choose the correct one, you will find a beautiful lady and she will be your wife.
Everyone gasped.
Do you think this is a good idea?
Of course it is. It's a fantastic idea, my king.
From that day, every week, everyone came to the stadium to watch a different wrongdoer. If he chose the right door, there was singing and dancing. But if he didn't, the tiger killed him in front of everyone and the people went home sadly. But soon, the number of wrongdoers got much smaller.
The king had a daughter. She was beautiful and clever like her father, and people respected her very much. One day she was walking in a city park when she saw a young man working, a gardener.
Oh my! He's the most beautiful man I have ever seen. I must speak to him. They began to talk. The gardener could not understand why she was talking to him. He was not important and she was a princess. But he couldn't look away, and in a matter of minutes, they fell in love with each other. However, he knew he could never marry her.
The two young lovers met every day when no one could see them.
We must be careful, no one can know about us.
Until one day, the king found them together in the gardens. He became very angry.
What are you doing here with him? Take him away!
The king's men took the gardener to a very dark and dirty room. He stayed there for days. He was now a wrongdoer and could not see the love of his life anymore.
However, the princess knew what to do. A few days later, she went to the stadium. I need to know which room the tiger is in.
We can't do that, my lady.
I will give you money, please.
So the workers told her.
Now I must know who the girl behind the other door is.
She is the daughter of your father's driver.
The princess began to think. If my lover chooses the wrong door, he will die. But if he chooses the right door, he will marry this awful woman and I will lose him. I must choose two.
That afternoon, everyone gathered at the stadium again. The king sat in his place, his daughter next to him, while the gardener stood in the middle in front of everyone. The king spoke.
You all know this man. He is a wrongdoer. He was the lover of my daughter. But we all know what happened to wrongdoer in our country, right? Yeah. So now choose, young man. Choose very carefully.
The gardener looked at the princess. She wasn't smiling for him today, but he noticed her hands. He saw one of her fingers move to the left, and immediately he thought,
She chose for me. She's telling me I should choose the left door.
The gardener turned around and very slowly walked to the door on the left.